Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Nathan Roper, Captain with Cherokee County Fire Emergency Services, Station 8. I was recently tasked with developing two new SOPs for our department, SOP on social media and an SOP regarding our FMLA usage. Training Divisions asked me to cover briefly the two policies and go ahead and try to get ahead of any questions you folks may have out in the field about them. So the first thing we're going to start with is our social media policy. Our social media, we're defining social media as anything that you're putting information out to the public for wide distribution. Things such as Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all of those have a place. We just need to regulate how we're getting information out through those channels. So in our social media policy, we've defined two different types of media. We have departmental media and we have personal media. Departmental media being a department-owned, controlled page or platform. So our PIO inside the policy has been tasked with developing a Facebook page, an Instagram, a Twitter, and a YouTube channel. What we're going to do with those is that the PIO will come to the fire chief with what he would like to publish, and the fire chief is going to give a go, no-go on whether or not it can be published. Your personal media are those same platforms, but they're your personal accounts. They're yours to do with what you choose. Some of the things we want to protect the department from, though, is why we're addressing the personal media side of the policy. We don't want anything to happen on social media because we all know that once it's out there forever. We don't want anything to negatively affect the mission of Cherokee County Fire Emergency Services. So we all know people make mistakes and we want to prevent or limit those as best we can. So we're just going to ask that nothing fire department related gets posted to your personal media. We don't want people thinking that you are the spokesperson for the county or for the fire department. Simple reason being, you post something good with the fire department today, and in the world we're living in tomorrow, you post something on the current elections, or COVID, or your personal beliefs. We don't want them to think your personal beliefs are that of the fire departments, and someone online sees your personal belief and thinks it's our belief as a department. So we're just trying to protect that. So with our policy, you're not allowed to put anything county owned on your personal media. You can't do anything in your uniform for personal media. You can't do anything in your turnout gear. Nothing in the apparatus, and we really do not want you using your devices while you're driving apparatus. Please do not do that. And another reason for the personal media not being used is that we can get into a little trouble with our HIPAA compliance if we start publishing the wrong things to our personal media pages. So anything that's used to post to the fire department's media pages needs to be done so via fire department electronics. Once again, guys, it's very simple. It's to keep you guys safe. It's to keep the fire department safe. There is a discipline section within the policy, and it's very lenient as far as the fire chief's concerned. The first offense is a simple oral reprimand. Second offense is a written reprimand. If by that point you haven't gotten the picture, then the third offense is an adverse action, which can be time off without pay, demotions, all the way up to termination. And we really don't want that. We'd like to never have to even get to the oral reprimand phase. So that's just a brief overview of the social media policy. The next one is FMLA policy, the Family Medical Leave Act policy. Basically what it's telling us is if you're going to be off an extended period of time, how you go about notifying the department, what your rights are as an employee, and what you can expect to happen. Some of the things that would cause you to have to go to FMLA leave would be a birth of a child, a known surgery coming up, something that you know is about to happen, an adoption, if you're lucky enough to go through that. So basically, FMLA is that we're going to give you 12 weeks of unpaid leave so that you can take off and your position with the fire department is being held. We're not going to, while you're off, hire somebody else to fill your role. We're not going to fire you while you're off. It's protecting your position. Now, you'll notice that I said unpaid leave. There's nothing in the federal law that says the fire department has to pay you while you're off on this on this family medical leave. But what the county has chosen to do is allow you to use accrued sick time, vacation time, or holiday time to fill in the void. So for the 12 weeks you're off for paternity or maternity leave, if you have that time built up, we have it spelled out in the policy that you'll use sick time first, and then you'll go through vacation time, and then any personal time that you've accrued outside of those two categories. And that'll make up the gap there in that 12-week period so that you're still getting a paycheck through those times where you're off. The policy goes over qualifying for FMLA. It covers what is and is not considered FMLA. If you get the flu and you're going to be off for a few shifts, that's not FMLA. That's a common sickness. The common cold, once again, not FMLA. The question's been raised about COVID. Is that going to be FMLA? Is it going to be workers' comp? We're still in the air on that. We haven't had that come to us yet. What I will tell you is that we're giving you 5 shifts, 5 24-hour shifts, 100% COVID leave pay. That's how we're coding it on the system. After that, we haven't had anybody get to that yet, so we really don't know how we're going to treat that, and we're kind of in limbo on what the law is going to be on that, how we're going to treat it. We want you to know and realize that we're going to take care of you, though. We're not out to hang anybody out to dry and leave you out in the wind without any help. Your family, you're the fire department, you're our family, we want to take care of you. So please don't worry about that. If you get COVID or COVID symptoms, take the time. We're going to figure out how to take care of you best. This all goes into the notification process. You don't have to tell your supervisor anything. You can go straight to HR, let them know, hey, this is FMLA, I'm going to be off, make the necessary arrangements. The fire department's going to handle it on our end. Same thing applies with discipline here. This is a little more severe if you fail to make the proper notifications and the fire department doesn't have time to plan to have personnel in place. So here, failure to comply with this policy will take sort of the same steps, but they'll be a little more severe and a little quicker to act on. So in a nutshell, guys, those are our 2 new policies. They'll be enacted very, very soon. Please take time to look over them with your crews. Come up with any questions you might have. Forward them to me and we'll get them addressed. You guys have a great shift and stay safe. Thank you.